Hello there, everyone. I'm Mason Beam with the Wise News Network, and with spring coming around the corner, there couldn't be a better time for a new flower shop in Cherryville. Cindy Jo has recently opened up Noble Artistry on Main Street, and if you haven't dropped by, the sights and smells are amazing. Before we go on to the flower shop, if you haven't already and you're enjoying our content, be sure to subscribe right below the video. And if you end up enjoying this one, be sure to give it a like while you're down there. Now, let's go on to Noble Artistry to hear from Cindy Jo herself on what she's bringing to Cherryville.
So we were having so much fun in the Lincolnton shop, and we were reached out by David Day, and he mentioned to us that they were looking for a florist in Cherryville, so they'd not had one for a while. So we were excited to come and look at different options as far as buildings, and we knew when we walked in this place that it would be the perfect place for us to kind of grow our business and move into Cherryville. So I started in the floral business when I was 15, and that was just at a local florist in Illinois. Just started doing basic arrangements, and she taught me some things. And then from 15 to 25, all the way through college, that was what I did. Instead of being a waitress, I did flower shops, which was a lot of fun. But then I set that career aside for 27 years, and I was a hospice nurse for 27 years. So it wasn't until my dad passed away in 2021, and he's from Noble, Illinois, which is why we named it Noble Artistry. So, and that is when I decided I would leap back into something that I loved and start doing the floral industry. And when my dad passed away in 21, my mother was feeling a little isolated and lonely, so she came aboard to help. And so at that time, it was my mother and myself. So we were generational flower power. And then at 80, she went off and got married. So then my daughter joined. And so she is now the other part of generational flower power. So it is 3 generations. My mother, and then my daughter and myself. So that is why we call ourselves Generational Flower Power. It is wonderful when people walk in, and what I hear when people walk through the doors, oh, it smells so good in here. I've missed this in Cherryville. So just to bring back something to Cherryville that has not been here for a while, which is just a retail shop where you can come in and get fresh flowers or silk flowers or cemetery flowers or a gift for somebody. Just having that in this community, I think, is a good thing. We go out of our way to meet the customer's needs. And as I mentioned at the ribbon cutting ceremony, my years with hospice just taught me to have just kind of a ministry of presence. And I also think in the floral business, it is a ministry of presence as well. Like, we're present here to help bring whatever it is to your life, whether it's some healing balm for a funeral arrangement, or whether it's something bright and beautiful for a wedding. That is what we want to do, is to meet you where you are and create a beautiful piece that will then represent what you envisioned. If they come in and they're looking for a casket piece for their mom, sometimes they may well up with tears. And it's just that grace of giving them that moment, letting them have that moment, and then trying to piece together, so what would be the best tribute to your mom that we can do? And it's the same with brides. They're all over the place trying to figure out what they want. So you're trying to figure out what is their vision that you can bring to life, so that that day will be such a memory for them in the future. When they look back, they can be like, oh, this is exactly what I had envisioned for my special day. So from one extreme to the other, just trying to help them put their vision into life, whether it's for a memory for someone who's lost or a memory for a life that's just starting together.
As you can see, Noble puts out some amazing work, but what does it take to run a flower shop? Next, we asked Cindy Jo that exact question to see what she does to ensure that everything goes smoothly. And here's what she had to say.
I think it's just knowing exactly what inventory to have in stock. So for example, for Valentine's Day, do you order 300 roses or do you order 500? It's always kind of a guessing game, as far as you order your flowers at the beginning of the week, and then you kind of have to predict what the end of the week looks like. And unfortunately, with the economy, just as food prices have gone up, sometimes flower prices have as well. So that's kind of a challenge, because we want to make beautiful arrangements, but we also want them to be cost effective for our clients. So we try to shop around at different wholesalers. We use a lot of local farmers. And by doing that, we can try to get the best deal for our money, which also translates into the best deal for our customers. So we do fresh flowers, as I mentioned. So that could be a birthday arrangement, an anniversary arrangement, of course, Mother's Day, prom corsages, boutonnieres, weddings, funerals. And then we also do silk flowers, whether that's a piece that you want for your house. You needed to bring some spring to your house and you just wanted something pretty to put in a foyer. Or if you have a funeral or a cemetery piece that you need out to take to a cemetery, we create those as well. So, and honestly, just coming in and asking, sometimes we get crazy requests. And that's the other thing that we love, is we love doing things that are a little bit different. So we don't mind traditional, but we also love to think outside the box sometimes too. It is work, and I will not say being a florist is easy, but I will say it is rewarding. So, and like I said, we love being in Cherryville, we love being in Lincolnton, but we're just glad we were able to expand here as well.
Well, everyone, that's all for today. Be sure to stop by Noble Artistry on Main Street. Even if you aren't currently in need of a floral arrangement, you can find out what other goodies they have for yourself. And if you'd like to learn more about them, be sure to stop by wisenewsnetwork.com to read more about it in our article. But if you just want to find more content from us, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn, where we post all of our articles, videos, and even some behind-the-scenes photos that you wouldn't get to see otherwise. Well, everyone, have a wonderful day, and until next time, this has been Mason Beam with the Wise News Network.